It's been a really interesting introduction to the Philippines here in Palawan and Puerto Princesa. You can see the impacts of tourism here. You can see how much they rely on it for business and exchange. But you can also see that they are still very much developing as a nation. They're very passionate about trash and recycling and reducing their impact on the environment, which is fantastic. They actually have laws in place that will extend a foreigner's stay by way of jail time if you are caught, like have repeat offenses of littering. So I really am a fan of that. They really don't allow you to use a lot of plastic items, especially in the national parks or on the islands, which is fantastic as well. The most affordable and common means of getting yourself to El Nido from Puerto Princesa is by a hired van. These vans seat between 6 to 11 people, depending on the size, take about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the day, and will run you between 1,100 and 1,600 Philippine pesos, depending on the company. Made it to El Nido on a very bumpy, very congested, packed van. There's like sardines in there. But we made it alive, and we made it affordably. Let's take a look around. In town, there's not a whole bunch going on. There's a lot of side businesses on the streets, mostly guest houses, lots of construction going on, debris on the roads, and just that two-way street. But when you get to the beach, you get slapped right in the face with all this beautifulness. Wet bags and waterproof shoes are a must, as you must wade out to get onto the boats that take you to such exquisite places, just like this. Swimming into the secret lagoon. So it's a bit tricky. Yeah. Don't touch that. Give me your head. Whee! Thank you. Island hopping is what people flock to El Nido for, so do indeed plan to do it. There's not much else to do otherwise. You can book these tours with any company. There are a dime a dozen there, and you can select which tour you would like to take based on the destinations that are presented. As I said, tours are everywhere. So if you make a friend at one stop, chances are you'll see them at the next stop as their boat pulls in right ahead or behind you. There weren't too many fish around, but there was enough to tickle your fancy. There is plenty water-based activities to take up your time when you're at each stop. You can kayak, you can snorkel, you can dive, you can just lounge around on the beaches, just dip your toes in, just enjoy yourself. That's what's most important. Combination tours typically include lunch. Day 2 got off to a little bit of a slower start, but equally fun. So me and the ocean have this real thick love affair. The long grass, just flaccid and blowing in the wind, reminded me of Ireland. With only 20 to 30 minutes at each stop, you need to use your time wisely. Climbing into the cathedral cave was pretty tricky. You had to get through a small little opening in the rock that led you inside this amazing cathedral-like corridor that's inside this cave. It's really epic. And inside you can explore a little bit, and mostly you can hear the different swiftlet birds that are popular here because they make their nests from their own saliva, which are then harvested and sometimes made into a soup for healing properties. Enough exploring of the cave. Next stop is Snake Island, which is popular because at low tide, that sand dune you see mimics the body of a snake and connects you to the neighboring island. Island hopping through El Nido truly was a highlight of my journey through the Philippines, one I highly recommend for any traveler visiting the area. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe below and give this video a thumbs up.